Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Ultimate General Civil War, and we're returning to part 61 of my Union Let's Play, playing through the Grand Campaign as the Union, trying to preserve the Union and fight back the rebellion. Who would have ever thought that we would have gotten to a 61 episode Let's Play? I certainly never have. I think I'm like almost 20 episodes further than any other Let's Play I've done for any other game. So this is quite a bit of a ways into the game and a really long running series. With that being said, guys, this was taken from a live stream from a couple of weeks ago. The battle that you're looking at in front of you is the Battle of Richmond. And this is part 2 of the Battle of Richmond. In our first video, we overwhelmed the Confederates in the north. We turned their left flank, and you can see up in the northern part of the map, we are driving south, rolling up the Confederates as we move southwards. In the southern half of the line, we're currently in the process of trying to overwhelm the Confederate positions. They're a little bit well, they're certainly heavily outnumbered, but they're very well dug in, so we'll see how this all works out for us. But as I said, this is from a live stream, so rather than narrate over narration, I'm going to go ahead and step out. I'm going to allow you to sit back, enjoy the stream, and let me know your thoughts below, as always. But I'll catch you guys up at the end. All right, thanks, guys. Detail one brigade to keep chasing them. The rest will shift north. And there's a breach down here as well. Alright. Meanwhile, in the north, they're trying to flank our line, interestingly enough, in advance of their defensive positions. Come on, boys, move south. Move south faster. This attack is beginning to just get a little bit disheveled here. Oh, God. Losing a little bit of its momentum. Mainly because they've stacked up a full division of reinforcements here on our own flank. Fortunately, most of the rebels are in the open there. You can see we just drove back King's Brigade. Alright, we'll advance with these troops now that were in the enemy rear. Like, how are they really flanked? They're the ones flanking the enemy. They're not flanked. Nice. Alright, they've been driven back. Very good. Okay, pause. Back north. Alright. So, continue the attack. We're continuing to outflank their defensive positions, but let's see here. They are giving us a stumbling block here around the center objective. Okay, bring ammo up, gamer up. No, William Sherman is killed. Ooh. The Scourge of the South has fallen in battle. Alright, we've lost about 15% of the first corps at this point. Alright. Alright, so the southern position has fallen and is ours. The center position is about to fall, presumably. Okay, so once we broke that flank in the north, I mean, we're still losing heavy casualties, but I'm pretty confident we're actually inflicting more casualties on the Confederates than they're inflicting on us thus far. So we've kind of got a double envelopment going here in the north and the south. I don't want to spend too many of our troops, though, attacking further north, because there's going to be a counterattack, I think. But these Confederates, once we're behind their trench lines, the fact that they're just in the open makes them fun to attack. And Gerald's Corps, go away, go away. There he goes, he's gone. Alright, Black Hats are taking multiple batteries worth of canister on the chin. That was a tough volley as they route back. Lane surrenders and then unsurrenders. That's pretty duplicitous of him, I guess. Alright. I'm hoping that the bulk of the Confederate forces that would actually fight us on day 2 are also deployed here, because if that's the case, we're in a lot better shape. You know, with all these brigades we've destroyed or seriously worn down. This is a tough spot here, though, with 2 enemy batteries of artillery that we can't quite get to. Finish off Esselman's battery. There it is, he's gone. Nice. Meanwhile, the advance continues south. Whoa, that was weird, glitchy looking. In the meantime, the other part of our army is advancing via the Williamsburg Road a few miles south. Okay. The Confederate forces are currently stretched out thin so that only their dismounted cavalry guards those trenches and the nearby fort. Confederate infantry will surely rush to their aid, but if we act fast, we could overrun their defensive positions before they arrive. Okay. Advance fast and take those trenches. Well, I don't want to just rush, because these trenches I don't think they're as lightly defended as I would like to believe. So, let's do this. I'm kind of tempted. Don't even bother attacking with star forts. You kind of have to attack the star forts, right? You don't really have a choice. Question is, what will be exposed? What area can we punch through easily? The main issue with bypassing it is it's an objective. So, I have to take it. Okay. I think maybe we advance in the north and try and roll up the whole line. I'm not quite sure. All right, guys, I'm going to take like a 3 or 4 minute break. Let me know what you think we should do in this particular fight. We can try and take these trenches and then sweep south to take the Star Fort. We can try and avoid the trenches in the north, but that may leave us a little bit vulnerable if we ignore this. The enemy will pose a threat to our right and to our left at the Star Fort. So I'm thinking maybe just attacking up north and swinging south. It's going to be more slowly, but I'm not sure if that's the better route or not. All right, guys. Yeah, so just give me like 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Let me know your thoughts. All right. Cool. Well, I said a quick break. I'm going to go pour myself a glass of scotch. I'm actually drinking a scotch called Highland Park, which is a single malt. All right. I enjoy Johnny Walker. I've only had Chivas Regal a handful of times. Johnny Walker is probably my deferred sort of mid-range scotch. My favorite Johnny Walker is Johnny Walker Green, which is a blend of single malt scotches. So unlike even Johnny Walker Blue, all the other Johnny Walker scotches have a little bit of grain alcohol in them. Whereas Johnny Walker Green is a blend, yes, but it's a blend of only single malt. I'm honestly not a huge fan of Johnny Walker Blue. I've had Blue Label a few times, and it's really just sterile. It's just kind of like it's really smooth. There's no doubt about that. In that sense, it's really good. But at the end of the day, it just doesn't have a lot of character. Tonus, I know you say you're a rum person. Do you ever drink any Don Q? I've got a bottle of 10-year-old Don Q Anejo in my bar that I just opened it up. It's 2000. Actually, it might be 9 years. 2007, I think it was aged till 2016 when it was bottled. It's a single barrel. Okay. I've got some vodka here as well, Prometheus. Nothing wrong with a good little bit of vodka. Blue is definitely overpriced. Interestingly enough, I've had Glenlivet 21, the Glenlivet Archive, which is, when I bought it anyway, it was like $50 less than Johnny Walker Blue. Very similar, but a little bit better in my opinion. Granted, it's a single malt, but still much better than Blue in my opinion. And you don't really see a ton of buzz around, culturally, a ton of buzz around Johnny Walker, around Glenlivet Archive as you do the Johnny Walker Blue. All right, so presumably we just charge them, right? We just like rush I'm guessing light cavalry isn't very, or dismounted cavalry isn't going to be very effective at melee, so my hope is just to kind of attack, drive them out of their position, and then roll up the flank. That'd be my goal. Maybe sweep 2 brigades north and have the rest head south toward the fort. Alright. Guinness Blonde's actually pretty good. Alright. We're going to try and overwhelm this little point here in the road. I really should rewatch Ken Burns' Civil War. I haven't watched that in a long time. 900 men? Ransom, that's not dismounted cavalry, that's infantry. Ransom? For sure that's infantry. Okay. I mean, they're all 3-star units down here. That's the frustrating thing, right? Really, my artillery can't see anyone? They can't shoot at anything? Oh, great. And they've got infantry behind the lines. Talk about bullshit. I don't even have a general to inspire our troops. All right. Maybe the cavalry starts with young, it looks like. Nice. Young is surrendered. We're through. We're through. Swing north. Alright. 2 enemy units have surrendered. Now we just have to... I think we want to mop up north here where this dismounted cavalry is, and then we can swing north and drive Ransom out of his position. Bring some artillery up, some infantry here, kind of run along the flank. We'll turn south to deal with the fort once we've secured our position north. Alright. Alright, Frank. Go wide. Drive Ransom back, and then once we do that, we can advance. I do want to deal with Ransom, though, as best I can. Assuming... maybe not. Do we need to? We kind of punched through the line. Maybe we don't need to deal with Ransom. Forget about Ransom, actually. Go ahead and move these guys this way, this way, this way, this way. Make sure none of them are running. That's my issue, is he should not be getting entrenchment bonuses when you're in his rear. Okay, Wallace is also infantry. Okay. We're going to try and swing wide around these forts, but I don't know if attacking these forts from the rear really gives us too much of a bonus, because in the one time I did it before, it didn't. But at least with these troops up north here fighting Ransom, they're hopefully preventing the enemy from... And, like, look at that firing angle. Like, everybody turn sideways and shoot through the man next to you, because that's gonna work. But I've seen fortifications flanked, you guys. I've gotten behind a fortification and they routed like instantly in other battles. That's the confusing part, to me anyway. Alright, so Ransom is out. Frank is gonna get chewed up. But Ransom is out of his works. The battle rages on in the trenches. Okay, so we're back north again. What, more reinforcements are coming forward? Oh, they're delayed. That's right. Resuming the bloodbath in the north. Everybody has a volley ready to fire too. That's the other amusing thing. It's like, oh yeah, everyone can shoot a volley at the same time. They all just magically reloaded in unison, no doubt. Okay, so we are back northern. Scales is not quite dead. Would have been nice if he had died fully. Terry's in some earthworks here. Oh, now he's dead. Advance. Artillery advance. They're dispatching more troops to the trenches. Well, it's a good thing we had our troops sitting in wait. Alright. So I think we can deal with their reserves, hopefully. Several more of their brigades have died on the field or been routed from the field. So I think we're safe with these troops here. How much have we lost? About 20%, so we've lost almost 10,000 men, but nowhere near the 40,000 that we lost in the first time I played this game, or this battle. Alright, that artillery battery's gone. Where are they flanked from? Like, shouldn't my guys be able to take these entrenchments and kind of dig in there? Additionally, I think more enemy reinforcements come in over here, too. So we'll move some troops there. Sherman's dead. KIA on the field. And our southern troops are linking up with our northern troops. What a glorious sight. It's almost like Chancellorsville for the Union, where they all kind of, at Chancellorsville on the third day of the fight, on May 3rd, when Stuart's men and Lee's men linked up after driving the Federals out of a salient. There's sort of this picture of these two wings of the army coming together and embracing, almost like you see, I think it was it Stalingrad, where the Soviet troops famously run together and hug everybody hugs each other as they close the noose on the German forces there. Sims has surrendered. Great. Get out. You can see here we've already more or less routed the rebel reinforcements which came up. Get that supply wagon down there. Good. Hopefully they don't see us. All right. So we haven't taken Richmond yet. This is the Battle of Richmond, folks. So that is the objective, no doubt. But still in progress. Has not yet occurred. Right. Cook surrendered. Another rebel brigade out of the fight. A unit at the starting line. Confederate cavalry is appearing on our flank. Forgot about that. I don't think it'll be much of a threat. A lone rebel battery back there. Aww. Sims surrendered back to the rebels and rejoined them? Alright. Well, he's dead now, so that doesn't matter. Cook of the rebels is retreating through multiple rebel brigades. Don't make us go back to the fight. Yeah, we've taken the trenches and now they're back basically where we started the fight. That's the bizarre thing. The problem is we can't occupy the trenches, so they're getting good goddamn cover in there. Here are those reinforcements coming up that I talked about. Yeah. But more rebel infantry showing up on the battlefield. Alright everybody, I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and bring this video to a close. As you can see here, we have punched through Confederate positions. We're more or less mopping up here on this outer defenses of Richmond. The Confederates have scattered forces throughout, and we're still losing casualties I'd rather not lose, but at the end of the day, we've taken our objectives, and we've got about an hour left in this particular first phase of the Battle of Richmond. This is part 2 of my look at the Battle of Richmond in my grand campaign, and as you already are aware, this was all pulled from a live stream from a couple of weeks ago. But what we're going to do here, this seems like a natural stopping point. Again, we're just kind of mopping up the Confederates, and we've been doing this for about 30 minutes now. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and we'll go ahead and pick up on this particular battle next time around. With that being said, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video and the series thus far. Feel free, as always, to leave your thoughts in your comments below. But until next time, guys, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.